Fellas, we have time for just one more segment, and of course, this is our Jam of the Week.
You got the live version going?
There's only one version, my man. You can't even find the studio on
are you
fucking
serious?
Spotify. Yeah, this is the one everybody knows. This
I didn't know that.
This, of course, is Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band with their immortal Turn the Page. Their most viewed video on YouTube, I should mention. Even more so than Night Moves, which fucking shocked me.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
There's no way you would. This is their hugest song. This song's huge.
You think this is bigger than Night Moves?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, all right.
The YouTube stats prove it.
Okay, all right. But no, this is the live version because they released this back in 72, in 1973, and it wasn't a hit. It wasn't even a single. But then when Live Bullet came out in 1976, the live version got re-released as a single, and that is the version everybody knows. Bob Seger has erased the fucking early version. You can't even, you can find it on YouTube, but you can't find that shit anywhere else. But let's, fucking...
We're
absolutely
all comics, so we know how hard the road is, right, guys?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I listen to this song and I think about me driving through the desert,
playing the Star again
for free.
What's everybody's Seeger takes? What do you got, Justin? Are you a Seeger guy?
You just mentioned Joe Dirt. There's Bob Seger.
Fuck yeah, there is.
What's the name of that song?
Is
it Ramblin' Man?
Yeah, Ramblin' Gambling Man by the Bob Seger System, his earlier band from the 60s. Yeah.
I'm about it.
You're about it? What about you, Tony? You certainly resemble the man with that long, gorgeous black hair.
It's un-American to not like
exactly. Yes.
I agree.
I am reminded of the bit from Kyle Kinane's first album where he says, "I get the kind of drunk where I sometimes mistake Bob Seger songs for the national anthem." He's like, "Take your hat off, motherfucker! Night Moves is on." Man, nothing bad to say about the Seger, but
he has bangers.
Oh, he's got
undeniable.
And this, that sax, amazing. And I'll forgive the fact that the sax player's stage name is Alto Reed. I will forgive that fact for how badass that saxophone is.
It's like a bad wrestling gimmick.
I'm the saxophone man.
He comes out and he hits somebody with a saxophone.
Yeah.
That's like what's the era where everyone was just a job?
Yeah, it's the Repo Man and Alto Reed.
New generation.
New generation.
But let us get down now into the YouTube comments for the video for Night Moves, which, by the way, has 104 million views, 19,149 comments, and y'all, I read every goddamn last one of them. First up,
for Turn the Page.
Oh, this is for Turn the Page. What did I say?
You said Night Moves.
I said Night Moves. See, this is why. I think that should be the one. But anyway,
I'm sure the comments on that are crazy.
Oh, I undoubtedly will. This is the first Seeger we've covered, so
okay.
yeah. Let's get down into these comments. First up, Trouble Atkins from 5 years ago. Every time I hear Bob, I get drunk. And guess what? So, Trouble's drunk again. And that is how he put it, by the way. Guess what? Teddy.
Guess what? I have no one to talk to.
Yeah.
Someone please respond to this comment in the next 5 minutes.
Teddy Forsthofer from 5 years ago. Oh, the titty bars where I heard this song.
Jesus Christ. This song is too long for a titty bar. 4 minutes or less.
You're going to tucker those girls out, man. Yeah.
Having to slow dance to the sad song about the road.
I can't even imagine going to a strip club and this playing.
No, not at all.
Just the sax part. I get the sax is pretty sexy, but the rest of it, you're like, this is pretty plodding, this part too. If you could just somehow get to the sax and then the real up register sexy singing, sure. He says, "Oh, the titty bars where I heard this song, back when a man was a man, not some tool bag with facial hair and skinny pants. I miss those days." I was like, let me point out, this song came out in 1976. There were no men with the ability to grow facial hair that were going without at that point, okay?
Also, the only people that get mad about facial hair are guys that can't grow it.
It's true. This is very true.
Let's be honest, guys.
As for hirsute gentlemen, yes.
Also, that And the rock stars in the 70s were I think the most like femme.
Yeah, they got pretty glammy
ever.
with it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Some of
Skinny
them.
jeans too. Yeah.
They were wearing. Sorry, this is like we're supposed to wear leather pants.
Yeah.
Instead of skinny
Supposed
jeans.
to have bell bottoms at the bottom of your skinny jeans, bro. Come on.
Keith Lowe from 13 days ago. Yeah, please turn the page to me playing the guitar. Damn it, I don't mean to yell because it is all about the guitar, but we know who Mr. Guitar is. Obviously, it's Keith Lowe.
Self-promotion.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Constance Gacy from 1 year ago. Bob Seger, Mr. B. I got kicked off Facebook and Messenger for 30 days yesterday.
Great start.
I can't text anyone right now unless it's a regular text or on here. But I really look forward to talking to you again, my hero.
This guy does not have phone service. That's why I was like, fuck, only regular text? I can't afford that shit.
But I like that they say on here, I believe this is a lady too, Constance, but they say on here, I can't text anyone right now unless it's a regular text or on here. So again, to our
Does
point.
YouTube have a messenger
No.
app that we don't know?
It doesn't? It doesn't? I thought you could.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Messenger.
you can DM on YouTube, but it's not.
Can you really?
It's like they used to be able to.
I need to start sending out
DMing.
requests to interview these fucking people to get more answers for context.
Well, they do like the live chat comments.
Yes, yeah, that's the thing. You could tag someone in comments, but I don't think they have a DM. But anyway.
If they did, it would be abused to high heaven.
Oh, yeah, they'd have to end it after one day. Yeah. Jim Roberts from 5 years ago. I asked the judge to give me an extra week before I surrendered to the federal marshals. And then I just blamed it all on my mom. And the case had gone 3 years, so he went for it. And I went to see Bob Seger. Kansas City, 1981.
Back when the feds were still cool.
Yeah, back when they would just let whatever the fuck go that needed you to have federal marshals come after you. Also, I like that he just blamed it on his mom. Like, sorry, mom, sucks to be you. I'm going to see
Bob
the Bob.
Seger.
Going to see the Silver Bullet Band.
God damn. Well, it's good he got out, you know.
Oh yeah, Lil Joe Miller from 4 years ago. Yes, sir. This song reminds me of that gorgeous brunette dancing on the main stage, and my dumb drunk ass offered to pay her books for college. Single mom just trying to get off stage. I fell in love with her that night. Coco was her name.
Damn, dude, I fell in love with the strippers, a different song.
I know.
You need to get on that.
Yeah.
The T-Pain page.
Yeah. And I'm in love with the Coco for that matter.
Oh, yeah.
Caleb Shows from 5 years ago. My dad used to get slam drunk to this song and rev his car engine up. Me and my best friend would be stoned and listening to it, running late to school.
Hell yeah.
This is one of those songs that means a lot to me. This beer is to Bob Seger. Hell yeah, brother.
Wait, his dad was drunk driving into school.
That's what it sounds like. He's not
There's
there's not a lot of punctuation, but I believe he's saying him and his friend would be stoned and his dad would be drunk, revving the car engine, and then they'd be like, I guess
Also,
we got to
like,
go to
through
school
the years,
now.
the song has been.
Yeah.
So then he's going to be
I feel
revving his
like
car for
everyone-
his children.
Everyone in this thread is drinking
Oh, yeah.
constantly.
Well,
Well, that's been a thing we've noticed. You have to be inebriated to
Yeah.
leave YouTube comments on songs.
yeah. Well, this person might not be drunk, but they're definitely lying. Diane Burns from 4 years ago. It's strange how when I drive down the street at 66 years old and I hear something loud bumping out of these young kids' cars that literally vibrate the window. That's when I serve up some Bob Seger in my car as loud as I can. And it always amuses me how they'll turn their radios down to listen to mine. And what's sad is they always ask, who is that? And I simply say, that's Seger.
No, she's shit faced. She's making up scenarios in her head.
No, this scenario has happened a million times in her mind, for sure.
There's some slight undercurrent of racism there.
Yeah, there's hey.
more than a slight.
Yeah.
Like, there's
Pretty
a certain
decent.
group of people blasting a certain kind of music.
And it's a certain kind of pissing me off.
Yeah. Brian Robinson from 1 year ago. I was listening to this at a bar a few years ago, And I said, this is also something that didn't happen, by the way. I was listening to this at a bar a few years ago, and I said, truck drivers feel like that too. Some dumb girl screaming, truck drivers ain't shit, rock singers. Well, has a rock singer ever delivered food to your stores, clothes for your kids? Has a rock singer ever delivered anything but noise for your enjoyment? Well, I'll tell you, you can't eat noise. And I'm like, I actually don't care about this guy. I want to know which girl was screaming, truck drivers ain't shit, rock singers.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, my God.
They didn't even finish the thought.
This is such a good song for toxic males who don't know how to deal with their own emotions.
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
a fucking perfect
Shit's
one.
going wrong at home. I just hit the road and don't talk to anybody.
Shout out
for
to the truck
months.
drivers.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of.
You can't eat this podcast.
Oh yeah, dude. There's a lot of truck stuff going on here. Yeah.
The fucking road so
Yeah.
hard, dude.
Oh yeah. And there's biker stuff too. Like this guy, Robert Loney, 4 years ago. You dumb shits. Since when do you ride a semi truck? Seger's talking about all the bullshit we 1%ers had to put up with riding 16 hours. Long hair, outnumbered, the fucking monotony of the road. Been there, got the shirt. Thank God these days nobody fucks with us because you never know which one of us is an angel. Instant boot fucking coming right up. So
A lot of anger.
A lot of anger. But I like that he's suggesting there was a time in which people were just free to like fuck with bikers. I was like, they've always been kind of scary, unless you're talking about the 40s, maybe before Hell's Angels was the thing. But anyway, yeah. So got a couple more here. This one starts off sweet and then just turns amazing. Will Mads, 5 years ago. Me and my dad played this song a lot, going up and down the roads all night. Miss my dad. I miss going to bars with my dad, getting in a good bar fight. I wish we could do it one more time. I miss my dad, but I don't want to go to bars and fight anymore. Just be loved. I was like, oh no, oh no, man, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That's so fucked.
Written with tears rolling down his cheeks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Go to therapy. There should be a link. There should be like the
BetterHelp.com.
suicide hotline number at the top of the comments.
This one is fun, but then there's just a random hate in the middle of this for no reason.
America.
Jerry B, 1953, from 4 years ago. I'm 65, and this music will never die out for me. It was a time when America stood for something. No LGBT acceptance. You fought with your fists, not a gun or a knife. I was like, well, why did LGBT people catch a stray in this exchange, man? Most times it was a fair fight, but when it was over, there was no charges filed. I was in a White Castle back in the early 70s.
Where all good fight stories start.
We've all been there.
Well, that's good to know that, I thought fast food fights were like a new thing.
Oh,
As
no.
a world star hip hop. People have been throwing down in these forever.
Yeah, well, and I think White Castle might have been a pioneer in the being open extra late place. So, anytime people are open late, there's going to be fights. But yeah, he says, I was in a White Castle in the early 70s, and this one guy punched out two guys in 5 seconds. When they told the cops what happened, the cops said, wow, you let one guy do this to you? He took the report, but he left. By the way, they had it coming. This guy was standing in line, minding his own business, and they started to wise off to him.
Wise off.
Most times, the person you fought became your friends.
I have a feeling this
kind
man
of a-
did not have many friends.
Kind of a sweet ending.
I know.
Oh,
He misses
like,
the real America when you can beat the fuck out of a guy and he's
And
like,
be
hugs. Give me hugs.
I will say I did I did witness a fight where the people I've seen more than one fight where people hug at the end.
Yeah, you got to hug it out.
Oh,
it
yeah,
out.
sure. Yeah. Yeah, handshake of respect, Last two here. Steve Eckstein, Douglas Drive. I'm like, did you just dox yourself, man? Steve Eckstein, Douglas Drive from 2 years ago.
was just the regular his whole name taken?
Yes, I know. I got to give him my specific street I live on. So this is from 2 years ago. I was 18. All I had to care about was school and Gimbel's department store. I was strong as I could be. I did push-ups on my knuckles to the tune of 100. I was almost as fast as lightning, parentheses, a horse, and flew across the fields, parkways, and ran up small mountains. The sound from my horn was damn near perfect and incredible, in my humble opinion. Loyalty and fidelity were my mantras. Scuba diving became my avocation. I stayed strong as I could be. Nope, nothing ever got to me, except Dad. What a father. He backed my musical pursuit, my scuba obsession, and found one cool car for me. Life was good. He spelled cool with a K, by the way. Life was good.
He's a blood.
We're just like cigarettes. Who needs a steady girl? Time would tell. That fate was soon to restore my heart, to be given away to a young, beautiful girl at Gimbel's department store. She selected me. I'll never know why. Almost shoulder-length hair, nicely sapped around in tenor sax word. Slowly, Lady Diane captured my soul too. Alas, as nothing lasts forever, she left me for another, wealthier, high-class world. This breakup triggered my songwriting avocation. Still to this day, books, short sci-fi stories, and poems. Took another chance with love. Also had a finite run. All right.
Damn, bro.
It's beautifully written. I did enjoy it. Very bebop. You know?
If YouTube had a DM system, Rivers would have DM'd that man
And interviewed him.
asking for his work.
Oh, he'd be in the room. We'd be
Yeah.
interviewing him currently.
I want to let you let that person in.
Yeah, I agree. I would boycott the podcast.
Hey, this is
for
the
that
real
day.
America, okay? My America, we can let fucking crazy poets in.
And fight you.
what was- the girl was given to him at Gimbel's? What did he say?
Yeah, I think he met her at the department store, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, it sounded like they were coworkers.
Yeah, and then she traded up, you know, and he's still sour about it.
So the department store that probably went bankrupt like in
Yeah, I was gonna say,
1979.
I've never heard of Gimbals, but
Yeah.
maybe it's a regional thing. And finally, Robert Arnold from 3 years ago. I met Bob Seger in 1987 at the Sash nightclub in Studio City, California.
Whoa, I know where that is.
I was a bouncer at the bar, and we had gotten a one-day notice that Fleetwood Mac was coming in with guest performers. It was a Thursday night. Mick Fleetwood and Lindsey Buckingham were sitting on a bench in front of the restroom smoking a joint. I asked them if the restroom was vacant, and they said yes. I opened the door, and Bob Seger was with his girlfriend inside. And he doesn't clarify what he means, if he means they were like, what they were doing, but he then says, I was very embarrassed, but Bob was cool. He said, do you want some? I answered, no thanks, sorry for walking in. When I exit the bathroom, I look at Mick and Lindsay. They passed me the joint, and I did partake in that. One night I'll never forget.
Damn, Bob Seger offered him cocaine, and he
That's
said
what I
no.
think. Yeah,
what a
yeah.
fucking loser.
He makes it sound like they're fucking, but I was like, then later it seems like they were offering him drugs.
There's only two things people do together in the bathroom.
That's true, yeah.
Unless he was offering his girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, how
You want-
freaky
would you
is
like
Bob
some?
Seger? Yeah, is he just a regular Midwest gentleman offering cocaine, or was he trying to get into some upside down pineapple shit? We'll see. But
I like to imagine it that he was going down on her and he like looked
You want
up.
some?
yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, of course, that is, hell yeah, that is the one and only Robert Seger motoring out of Motor City, USA with his all-time classic, Turn the Page, our jam of the week.